Candace Harris from BoardGameGeek. I'm back with T from Haba, and we're looking at Flash Firefighters.
Woo. That's right. So this is a game for 2 to 4 players, and it is a competitive game. We are racing to try and put out the fire at the farm. The hay bales are on fire. It's a training exercise. It's not that big of a deal. But we have to untangle our hoses. So all of our fire hoses have been tangled. We each have our own board. So this would be set up for 2 players. We each have our own board, and we each have our own fire hydrant, which starts at the fire hydrant starting tile section. And then each player gets a starting hose position. So there's more of these than you actually need in the box. So every round you're going to have a different starting hose position. And this is just what we have here. So now that we've set up, once everybody is ready, we say ready, steady, go. And you are going to race to try and untangle your fire hose. So you're going to grab one tile at a time from the pile of tiles. And you are going to try and lay your tiles from the fire hydrant starting area to the fire. And if you are the first player to get there, to get all the tiles placed, you grab the water tile nozzle and you successfully have put out your fire and you'll win a medallion. So, Nikki, are you ready? Steady, go. I don't know if Lincoln's on the other side of the table and can do the other side, but so there's actually, I'll do a little meta strategy on this. There's actually 5 hose positions. So there's Lincoln. So when you have kiddos playing or adults, you can talk a little bit about like spatial reasoning, and they can use indication in the art on what kind of hose they're looking for next. So there's like that little strip of grass on the top and bottom, and then there's the white stripe in the middle of the road, and you have to look at where the hose is you're trying to connect to in relation to the grass and the white stripe, and see if you can find something in the pile that matches what you need. And I'm very bad at that. So this is actually really funny. I showed this game to Lincoln and Eric at Nuremberg, and Lincoln was just filming. Okay, and Eric and I are sitting down and we're actually trying to play, and Lincoln just reaches his hand around the camera and just starts doing it, and he totally destroyed Eric and I. And that looks like that's going to be the situation again here today, folks, in the competitive Flash Firefighters stream off. Oh, so close. Lincoln has done it. So Lincoln will get a medallion. He'll plot that into the board. There we go. And then we would reset the tiles. So everybody would put their tiles back into the center, mix them all up. Each player would get a new starting fire hydrant hose position. The player that won and was able to untangle their hose, they're actually going to move their fire hydrant one step away. So they will have to find one additional tile next time. The player that did the worst at untangling the fire hose, they actually are going to move their fire hydrant one step forward.
Nice. Have a little catch-up mechanism.
Exactly. And when you're playing with younger players, because this game is for 5 and up, when you're playing with younger players versus older players, you can actually start the younger players on an easier setting. Or if we know Lincoln's playing, we can put Lincoln at the very end.
We should have done that.
And then we can put me at the very front. You know, make it a little bit more fair. So the game would continue. They're ready again. Here we go, folks. Ready, steady, go. So you're gonna keep doing this until one player has managed to get 3 medallions. So as soon as one player gets 3 medallions, they'll win the game and be awarded the best firefighter of the day. But when you're playing with other kids, if you want to play just one game, one round instead, if you want to say first to 2, right, you can do that kind of stuff. Because this is a really quick game. It's great for kids with spatial reasoning. It's also just great and fun for adults as a filler game.
And I'm just entertained watching it.
I know. It looks like Nikki has gotten trapped. Oh, and so here's an annoying part. The tiles, if you flip them, it doesn't change anything. They're not mirrored on the other side. Very frustrating. So Nikki's kind of looking for a hose tile that's right on the upper edge. Those are a little harder to find. It looks like she's still sticking with those. The ones that'll cover up the grass completely. She's got to get off that upper hose level. Lincoln has done a great job zigging and zagging. Oh, and he puts another S piece into the end to take the game again and put the fire out first. All right, so Lincoln would get another medal. Lincoln would then move his fire hydrant again one step back. Nikki would move hers one step forward. They would use, there's more fire hydrant starting tiles in the box. They would put new ones in, and then they would play again to see who could win again. But that's in a Flash. I think that's the signal that Nikki's done. That is in a Flash Firefighters from Haba, available now at habausa.com. It is $14.99 for 2 to 4 players, ages 5 and up.
Awesome. Thanks again, T. In a Flash Firefighters.